timer's not going for long enough! I'm gonna get copyright strike to hell! Hello. Hi. Hello, everybody. How is everyone doing? I didn't have a whole lot prepared for today. Hold on. Why am I watching myself on Restream? Restream, get out of my face! I need to... Hello, hi, Ma. I hope I don't have the wrong thing. Okay, no, I'm fine. This is the right thing. Let me unmute you, Monster Hunter. Hello, hi. My name is Skylar Reach. I'm a Monster Hunter for the Galaxy. I like to stream my downtime. I'm sorry that the timer did not have enough time written on it. I wasn't paying attention. It's not like I ever prepare things while I'm staying up for stream. I just gotta get home from hunting for the day, and I'm just kind of like, It is right about time where I should start screaming at my monitor alone in the evenings after I finished working. So, needless to say, I have nothing prepared. I don't even have, like, some talk topics, so, this is gonna be terrible. Monster Hunter Rise! I haven't played this in a hot minute. I'm sorry, I no longer have the hee haha funny mod where, everything is, like, mistranslated. Because the last time I played this was before I had to reformat my entire PC. So I lost a lot of files, including my cheats. I don't have my cheeky cheats anymore, okay? So, there's vanilla Monster Hunter Rise. I can't activate my, zero aim, lag, spiker. I don't know what cheats people use online because I don't play online games because I'm a pussy. I'm afraid of being bullied for my voice. When I go online, it already happened when I went to VR chat. I went into like my first public lobby, and then a 10-year-old boy told me I sound cringe. And then I cried, like the 20-year-old that I am. We're playing Monster Hunter Rise. How is everybody? Hopefully I still have my save file. I don't remember what I was doing. Oh, that's right. I have like the Monster Hunter helmet. I was trying to get the whisker catfish thing. Did you lose any models again? No, this reformat that I did was ages ago. But, it's just that it has a lasting effect, you know? I still have, like, as many models of mine that I can have. I have my 2D, I have my 3D, I just don't have the software to actually use my 3D. Aside from VR chat, but I'm not gonna be playing this in VR chat. There are some people who, like, just live in VR chat. All day, every day, they're just, like, hooked up to their headset. It's like they're playing Sword Art Online. Okay, create a lobby. I kind of missed the create property thing. Okay, password is gonna be 3559. Okay, I'm still only Hunter rank 3. Okay, copy that. Nightbot, open up for me, baby girl. Okay, ID. This. And then passkey is 3559. Okay, it's updated. Am I winning? Hello, Shatter. How you doing? This is probably gonna be the last time that I play Rise for a while, because I'm gonna be focusing a lot on Wilds, but I do want to eventually beat this main storyline. I haven't even gotten up to the DLC. Does this guy have a quest? Or online content? How? Nope. He lied to me! Oh. G not received yet. Can I just like mass receive everything? Hold on. My menus, wait, my screen is a little too big. I need to resize, hold on. I'm sorry, I'm doing some options, game settings. Gonna need to resize this window real quick. Wait, can I not change the graphics? Display, okay. Yeah, this is the wrong size. I use... Where is it? Yeah, why did this not save what I said to this? There we go. Center this. Go back into OBS and fix what got broken. Where is it? Where is it? Monster Hunter is like the one screen on my OBS that's actually correctly labeled. You want to know what my other screens are labeled as? Okay, so for Monster Hunter Rise, it's called Monster Hunter. Everything else, I have to guess. I have to guess what I mean when I set it up. So all of my screens that I have in OBS are Game Boy, pretty self-explanatory. Display Capture 1, Display Capture 2, one called Gem, one called... For some reason, I called it Minecraft, but I haven't played Minecraft in like a year. One's called Final Fantasy, but I haven't played Final Fantasy in like 2 years. One of them is called Movie Time. I don't know what that's for. And one of them's called just Dipshit. Just the word Dipshit. Streaming's always a struggle, especially when you're Skylar Reach. Imagine labeling things correctly. Thanks so much for the Defeat Thirst. To those of you who redeemed the Defeat Thirst last stream, this is the exact same cup that I'm using. Exact same serving of water. It doesn't taste stale, but that's because I have it inside of like a sippy cup. Also, I need to like lower Lower the volume because this game's gonna be loud as fuck as soon as we get into a fight. You guys aren't gonna be able to hear me, and then the quality of the content is gonna skyrocket. I need this to be as low quality as possible, which is why it must be audible at all times. I'm just gonna pick up all these quests. It's a paid to complete Sunbreak. I've never even gone to Sunbreak. Okay, quests!
Welcome to my shop. Take care.
Whatever it is you're asking me to do, Okay. Wait, deliveries? Okay. Sorry about the hat. Like a witch's hat? What about it? How is everybody? Today is a day where I have off the following morning, so I decided I'm gonna play Monster Hunter. I always hate when I get approached by, it's always people wearing like smarmy ass like picture of bomb, letting out, okay. Why do you want that picture? I don't think I should be distributing a picture of farts to little girls. Okay. Why do you want more weird stuff? Anyway, I don't like it when I'm just trying to like survive with my shitty ass monster hunting job, getting paid in pennies, by the way.
Welcome to the hub. Which quest would you like?
I am feeling offended by Tobi Kadachi for no particular reason.
Wish you luck.
What element is he again? Medicine, defender, I'm gonna say that he's water and then he's not gonna be. I don't know if this happens to anyone else, but does anyone else ever get like approached by, wait, no, I wanted to be farming. I wanted to get actual armor. I wanted to get this set from like the Whisker Cat thing.
Hello.
Can I post a different quest? Where's the cat? Where's the catfish? This one. I'm supposed to be getting this.
May the spirits protect you.
Sorry, I'm going on this quest now. I'm sorry. Because I need, like, actual armor, and the cat gear supposedly is good. Anyone ever, like, say to you... And by the way, this is like very reliant on you having a job where you don't always get weekends off. It's just kind of like, okay, I'm working Monday and Tuesday. I have off on Wednesday. Then I'm working Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Then I'm off on Monday for some reason. And then I have the next weekend off. But then there's always like the high-ranking big shots who, like, you know, they're always walking around with suits. They probably make like $200,000 a year. His car probably costs more than my entire life. Every cent that I've ever made across my entire life. His car's probably worth more than that. He's probably got a wife like half of his age who doesn't even really like him. She's just kind of a gold digger. Is this not... That is not what that button is on my mouth. That is a completely different button. You ever get approached by those guys? And it's Friday, right? And they're like, how are you doing? I'm just kind of like, well, trying to survive. And they're like, yeah, well, thank God it's Friday, right? I cannot stand that. I cannot stand the assumption that it's Friday, so I must have the weekend off, right?
You do what I say now.
Okay, I guess you're just leaving? That's the creature we want, though. Why are you taking it somewhere else? That's our target. I just hate small talk in general. You get paid in pounds of Doritos? God, I wish that was me. I'll never understand extroverts. I will not understand the concept ever in my life of people who it's like they thrive off of having interactions. If they don't interact with someone, they are dead on the inside. Like their soul is being sucked out of them if they're not talking to someone about the weather. See, I'd like to get this guy's armor so that I can stop getting like almost one shot by everything.
I'm gonna kick your butt. Mr. Monster.
And huh. Apparently some people who don't know me IRL, they assume that I'm like an ambivert or something. What about me seems like I'm not the most super introvert of all time? I cannot stand people. Someone asked me about the weather, I feel like I'm about to cry. Can people just sniff out introverts? Like, can you clock someone on the street and just read them right then and there? Like, can you look at the Starbucks barista and be like, yep.
Oh, it's been delightful.
She talks all the time. She's getting laid 8 times a week. Tell.
Taking that.
Tell, please. Please, I have 10 seconds.
Daddy needs a
Oh.
Another great hunt.
The chaotic energy I have online. Is it really that hard to believe that someone who screeches at their monitor multiple nights out of the week is terrible at talking to people? I really can't talk. I struggle I try so hard to make collabs work.
Oh, it's you.
Please.
Are you
Armor.
building or upgrading?
Okay. Might as well get
Get
this.
cracking.
So I need another shell. I need mud. I don't know where I get fertile mud. I need a plate, which I presume is going to be the rare drop. I need to kill Mizutsune. That name sounds very close to I need. Now we need to take a shot every time I am tempted. New gear or not, I just kind of want to get this one's armor. I've soloed this one before. I know I can beat it. I just kind of want the armor so that things stop one-shotting me.
I wish you luck.
Sweet.
How am I? Surviving? Dying? How quiet I am when there's more than— yeah, even when I'm like chill with people, I can't talk. I'm not shy, it's more like I don't want to waste my energy speaking because I feel like I have nothing of value to say. I'm gonna say that this catfish that we're fighting is a water type, and if it's not, sue me.
That'll do.
I never have anything of value to say, but that doesn't stop me from speaking. You should be a VTuber. That's basically what the job description says. Do you have nothing of value to say every minute of the day? Be a tuber. You don't even have to be funny. You just gotta have a funny sounding voice. That or a big titty model. You say that like normally say things of value to it. You know you got a point, Eclipse. I'm trying to think. I like to not eavesdrop, but eavesdrop. Usually I listen to what people are saying around me. Just out of curiosity, not for nefarious reasons. I'm not trying out to figure out where people live. I know where some people live just based on what I've heard from them, but I'm not going to do anything with that information, at least not at this point in time. He's over here. No. He's like... where is he? In here? I listen to people a lot, and okay, that is Anjanath. We're not trying to get Anjanath. Oh, he is in the cave. Fuck off! I ain't gonna fight you. Wasting my energy. That's how I want it to be. I want people to hear my boss battle theme when they get near me, and then they hear it fading away in the distance as they walk away. If people don't want others to hear what they say, they shouldn't have loud conversations in public. Yeah, exactly. If you want something resembling privacy, why are you talking like you're screaming at each other from like opposite ends of like a football stadium? I actually quite often, I don't know why, but in my line of work, I hear people talking about just doing the dirty, is that a thing that normies do? They just talk a lot about like doing the horizontal happy dance? If you know what I mean? Doing the deed. People just casually talk about that. I'm just hearing like my female coworkers being like, "Oh yeah, so last night," and it's like, I don't want to hear this, but I'm listening. Why don't my ears turn off? They just casually talk to each other about that. Should there be some like, I don't know, some level of decency, some level of I don't know. Well, for one, they're having this conversation in the middle of the whole ass, like, scene. There's people walking up and down, and they're speaking, like, the same volume that you would speak to your homies about what happened in Dragon Ball Z last night. Like, you know, mildly excited, mildly interested. You don't mind if people hear about this? You're just talking about either what happened to Goku or someone doing the Kamehameha inside of you. Especially on the train. Oh my god. I cannot stand being in public transportation and then you got the one person, not even one person, sometimes it's more than one person, who's like watching TikToks, but with no earbuds on. It's just on speaker. And then they're always listening to like the most obnoxious videos. They're always listening to like videos of people like swearing, being like fuck, 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 or like kids screaming, or people with like the most obnoxious laughter. I don't know why, it's always like those kinds of videos that they're listening to, that now I'm forced to listen to, because fuck me for deciding I'm gonna go to work today and use public transportation. Next time I'll remember to call in sick.
I'll be taking that.
Some that have those laughter, yes, or the freaking, I don't know why, I don't listen to TikTok. I know what it is, and the only TikToks that I ever watch are the ones that are manually sent to me by my friends, right? But everyone else watches TikToks because that's what the normies do. They like the TikToks. And is this just a thing with TikTok where it's like they couldn't even be bothered to narrate their own video? Like, let's say the caption is when you're a VTuber and you're trying to make a point but you're not funny, you know? Instead of like, you know, dictating it yourself, when you're a VTuber and you're trying to make a point but you are not funny. Instead, they get the freaking like text to speak ass thing saying it for them. When you are a VTuber, you're trying to make a point, but you are not funny. And it's like, I don't know why, but I'm starting to get like annoyed by the sound of like the text to speech, because I just don't like the fact that it's like, okay, it's like a single line dialogue and you couldn't even be bothered to like, what, and then the caption, like the narration, like it's not even necessary. If anything, it makes the video less funny. Okay, like let's say you did record it. Let's say you did hire a professional voice actor. Let's say you did get Robert Pattinson to like, hey, you're tired of being Edward from Twilight? Here, why don't you start like voicing my TikToks, do whatever stupid voice you want to do. And he's like all about it, right? I don't care if you get Robert Pattinson to like narrate your TikToks. I feel like the captions make the video less funny than if you just had the video played and let it speak for itself. It's like, you know, back in old YouTube days, you could like see a 5-second long clip of like a guy getting like a nut shot by a flying soccer ball. It's the funniest thing ever. Now imagine the exact same video, but on top of it, it's like, when you are playing football, but you get a nut shot. It makes it less funny! Whoever invented the Vine Boom sound effect should be publicly executed for actual... Hey! I think the Vine Boom is kind of like funny in an ironic way. It's like, if you're using it ironically... Oh wait, my mouse, okay, it wasn't working. I think the Vine Boom can be kind of funny if you're being like ironic or tongue-in-cheek about it.
What's up? Are you forward or upgrading?
Okay, I can get this now. Okay, I'm getting a little stronger. Slowly turn into a common rider.
Take good care of your gear.
Thank you so much for the follow, Toast. Thank you. Sorry, I'm like in the middle of ranting about TikToks. Wait, no, not the kitty. No, tutorials. Let me skip this. If I need to do that, whatever it is, I can just ask Chad about it.
I've been waiting for you. Which quest would you like?
Okay, we need the very long catfish again. I can wishlist stuff, I don't care. The less I do things that are convenient for me, the more it'll piss off chat. Wait, no, where's the, oh, there it is. There we go. There's a whole section of the internet that has absolutely no humans in it. It's just bots interacting with each other. Are those the girls that like hit me up on x.com? And they're like either saying like hey, how are you? And then their profile pic is like someone who is either a stolen pic from Instagram or an actual whole porn model, you know? Nothing wrong with that. I just don't think that, I don't know, what would their name be? I don't think Jessica Miller is this really hot blondie in her profile pic. I don't know. Hot blondie in the profile pic doesn't look like a Jessica Miller to me. And why would this hottie, why would this baddie be DMing me on my Twitter? Why would she want to know how I'm doing? Does she like VTubers? I don't see her following Iron Mouse. I don't think you're a real person, Jessica. But I always message them just again, like I respond to like almost every bot that messages me just out of curiosity. Unless they're trying to sell me Bitcoin, because I feel like that could only get, I don't think the Bitcoins ones are gonna be that funny. The graphics artists, though, those ones are always interesting. Love messaging those guys. Insta reply, insta follow bots. Sometimes I like tweet some random bullshit and then a couple hours later I have like 10 people who've unfollowed me. I'm like, this is it, I've finally been canceled, but then I realize it's all like the bots just getting purged. The bots that followed me like half a year ago and somehow have managed to evade being eviscerated by the gods. It's just the bots being purged is my copium for when I tweet out something that's unfunny and 10 people unfollow me. It's just the bots, right, guys? No, deadass, there was like a tweet I made recently where I was like, hot take, but... And that was like the entire tweet, and I genuinely got like unfollowed by like over like 20 people. I'm just telling myself that it was the bots getting purged. Cause I think I'm funny as hell. I'm funny, right? Why would anyone unfollow me? You are funny. Why are you being sarcastic? I cannot detect sarcasm through text, but I'm gonna assume that that's sarcasm. Actual bots getting bad. I don't know why I'm reminded of this, but like when I used to be really active on Miiverse, which was my first social media experience. This was my first experience being a content creator, was uploading every single day to the social media run by Nintendo on the Nintendo the Wii U. I would make art daily. One time, to prevent people from drawing penises in the family-friendly social media created by Nintendo, the executives at Nintendo decided they were gonna make like bots that could automatically detect if something was phallic in nature and instant delete it. And then people's were getting like all of their posts like deleted and banned, not because they were drawing dicks, but because they were just really bad at art. Like they would draw like the most normal ass picture of like something like completely wholesome, like Mario for example, and they're like, you can't post this because it's inappropriate and we think you're drawing a dick. They're actually just some bad artists. Oh no. I really believe that's a real woman liking and following me literally 0.2 seconds after I post a reply to someone about a 30-year-old video game. You never know. Maybe Jessica Miller really likes Battletoads. How old is Battletoads? I've only heard the legends of that game, that it's like balls to the wall hard. I've never actually played it.
Hey.
Funny and insulting at the same time. Imagine being so bad at art that you can't even post it.
Hello. These are the
That never happened to me. That's how. Oh wait. I need to see if I can craft something really quick. I might need to kill the weeb monster.
Oh, it's you.
The one that is kawaii desu. Okay. Where do I get fertile mud? And I think I just need to kill Mitsutsune.
Come to me if you need new gear.
It is over 30 years old. Okay, so I was right. You may have found your match. Maybe Jessica Miller was just like waiting.
welcome to the hub.
Waiting for someone to bring up Battletoads on Twitter.
Which quest would you like? I wish you luck.
Take your regular mud and add fertilizer. Shut up, Dwarven. It's from Barrett? Okay, we can fight Barrett. I'm fine with that. We're not at the point where we fight the monkey. What is Mitsutsune? Is that another water one? I'm just gonna assume that everything is water. I think, wait, what? It's been a hot minute since I fought Mitsutsune. Femboy, okay. Yes? But what else? What other element besides femboy? You cannot clock Mitsutsune as a femboy. Because now I kind of want to make a Gachika of it. But okay, I'm just gonna say water. I'm gonna say water because you're pissing me off.
That'll do.
I wish male VTubers in the Western space were like, I wish they were more colorful. Not necessarily femboy, but I wish that palettes for like indie male VTubers were more daring. I don't know why thinking about femboys has made me think of this, but I've noticed something with like male VTubers in the West, specifically indie ones, because usually when they go corpo, Niji Sanji and Hololive are pretty good at like making really nice character concepts. I'm talking about indies. Why are they always wearing like just all black? Or just like, yeah, usually it's mostly black and then it's like, you know, just kind of pepper in some red, go for that Vox Akuma look. Go for that Vox Akuma palette. It's always red and black, I think. I would see a whole lot of like super bright, like gutsy palettes. Like, I don't know, bright orange and bright blue. That's a good palette. Wait, no, this isn't it. This is the one that makes me go eepy, right? I don't know why I looked at this purple thing. I thought like, okay, femboy. That's not the femboy. Okay, you get ripped. Okay, I cannot stand the I'm gonna be a VTuber that you're like the generic gamer boy with like a hoodie. And that's your entire like character. They're always like gamer boys or demons. Nothing else. Well, okay. I've seen like some like nice looking like adventurer looking guys. I like seeing bright colors though. It doesn't even have to be bright colors. I just like seeing interesting concepts. Which is already pretty hard to find in the indie VTuber space. But it's oh wait, no, I should have stopped. He was EP. There's the orc guy in the office outfit. I do like his design. I know who you're talking about. I knew about him even before everyone found out about him. If you know what I mean. I have always liked his character concept because I think that's interesting. He's an orc, which is something not a whole lot of people do. No one goes for the big bulky guy, but also he's an office worker, which I think is funny. That's a good concept right there. I'm gonna pretend I did that on purpose. I dodged all the bubbles and then I like wall jumped and then I smacked it in the face and it tumbled over. Yeah, when he was a bit smaller, still decently known, but a bit smaller than he is now. Before people, quote unquote, discovered him. If people catch my drift. Yeah. No! I think Mitsune would be a great VTuber. Goblin D&D. I do think a goblin would be interesting. Okay, I'm getting the tip. Getting a yoinky sploinky really quick. All things considered, I don't think my character concept is anything groundbreaking. I'm just kind of a monster hunter because that's literally what I am in real life. I'm just what I am. So, not the most creative character, but at least my outfit is interesting. I think. Sometimes people tell me I look like a Genshin Impact. I'm not sure if that's a compliment or an insult. I like the Genshin character designs, but at the same time, it's Genshin. You know? Ha! Potion, please. The market is so saturated at this point. Well, how many of them are still active? Just wait for all of them to G-word.
Hi, let's see what we have here.
VTubers be dropping like flies these days. You seen all those models being resold? An insult to be sure, but what would the... I've never seen that word in my life. Is that like a word similar to like, I don't know, molecule maybe? Okay, and I think Barrett is what we gotta kill? Is that what it is?
These are the available quests.
Where is he? Where would he be? Was he in a different tier? This one, right?
Good luck out there.
Was just a cool. Well, I'm too stupid to understand what it meant. Please understand, English is my only language. I don't speak it very good. What would he be? Oh, okay. Increases quest reward items. Hopefully. Hopefully that means like the spoils that we carve from the beast, hopefully. What about you, Lee? Well, English is the only language I speak that I can speak openly with you guys. I can't sit here and have an entire Lee stream. One time I was having an interview. And I'll just say what it is because I've already been pretty open about being an ex-corpo. Why are my eyes? Why did my toggle suddenly happen? Wait, no. How do I not have this as my toggle? No, not shortcuts. Is it this? Eh? How did I activate this? How do I always have this? Okay, we're just gonna be Staria. We're gonna be amazed for this entire stream. I've been pretty open about being a corpo. So I will just say what it was. One time in my life, I did an interview for Corpo, right? And they asked me, one of the many questions I got asked was, what is something that you achieved through like content creation that you are proud of? And I did, usually when I prepare for interview, be it VTuber related or not, I always like rehearse by looking at like long lists of like questions that one would normally expect at an interview and try to like make it VTuber related. Like a normal job interview question that is common would be why do you want to work for our organization? Why do you want to work for Stinky Poopy Butt Incorporated, right? So you can repurpose that question to be like VTuber related and be like, okay, why do you want to work for this agency compared to other VTuber agencies? And that's how I prepare for these interviews. I just go through a long list of like normal questions for normal job interviews. I try to imagine them as VTuber specific questions. No! Ah, I hate doing this! Okay, how do I launch him? How do I launch this boy? C?
Well done.
Okay. I forgot to regain footing. I'm an idiot. Wait, no. But anyway, I didn't prepare for the question that they gave me. And the question they gave me was like, what is something you're very proud of achieving through content creation? So I was kind of on the spot. I was just coming up with an answer on the fly. I try to like, I don't even like think that hard during these interviews. I try to just go with what my heart tells me, because I feel like that's how you get the most honest answer. So I went with the first thing that came to mind. So naturally, I told them. I managed to get people to speak my gibberish language. And they were like, what? And I explained Yuli to them. I said, so there's this language I speak called the Universal Language of Intellects. It's only native in space. And I have taught some of the words to my chat. More frequently, like in the way earlier times where I was like streaming, I would open up a stream and like I would say, or like someone new would come in, I would say "Vizi Kanetse," which is how we greet each other in Yuli, right? I used to say that quite often, and people used to type it to each other. Like I would like be like, "Hey guys, I'm Skyler Reach," and then people in the chat would be typing in like what I presume is gibberish to you guys, but is actual language in my world. People would be saying "Vizi Kanetse" to me. Misspelled, but you know, it's the thought that counts. And that's why I told them, I was like, okay, so I speak so much gibberish that people start speaking gibberish to me. And now we have like a language that we just speak to each other. And the person who was interviewing me gave me a very long, silent look, and they said that is by far my favorite response that I've gotten to this question ever. They were very amused by that. I cannot believe I told them that. I felt a little embarrassed, but they seemed really happy with that. Nailed it.
How can I help you?
Oh wait, I need to like go see if I can get the thing now. I mean, that interview went pretty good. I don't know, I think I kind of nailed it.
What's up? My hammer's ready.
Okay. Yay, I can get everything, I think.
No problem.
Okay, now that I am equipped, do I also want a weapon?
What do you need?
So we could go the baby route and get the defender weapon, which I don't mind doing. It just speeds up the road to Sunbreak, which I'm not even sure how much longer I'm gonna be playing this game. I'll definitely play it when I'm getting a little tired of Wilds. At some point I'm gonna get tired of Wilds, and I'll probably fall back onto this just to keep a Monster Hunter series going.
No need to hurry.
When does the new game get released? On the 28th of this month, I believe. I believe it's the last day of February, which is next week, because February is a short month, right?
My hammer's ready.
Wait. Oh, do I have this already? Do I have this weapon? I guess if I had it in my inventory, would there be like a little box icon like this is in your chest? What am I supposed to do for a sneeze command? Am I, is it just gonna make it so that every time someone puts exclamation point sneeze, it adds 1 to the counter? A sneeze clip? I mean, do whatever you want. I'm probably dying of the plague, and you guys are like, kawaii desu. I'm dying, motherfuckers. No, this is the only weapon I have, so I will be crafting the defender.
What do you want?
Man, shut up! Can you imagine? I would get fired if someone, like, if a customer came up to me and then I was like, what the fuck do you want? Oh, it shows the value. Well, that one doesn't have a whole lot of value, so I'll use that one, obviously.
Haste makes waste. Take all the time you need.
So am I good?
Let's get cracking.
Okay. So... that one doesn't have a whole lot of value.
Gotcha.
Okay, that's all I can do for now.
Take good care of your gear.
Yeah, I like triple my damage, I think. Okay, now I can make progress. Oh, come on, you're always dying. We're all slowly dying.
Welcome to the hub. Here's the quest list.
Okay, Toby Kadachi, you have not evaded my wrath.
I wish you
I'm still upset by... I'm slightly triggered by Toby Kadachi today. So I'm gonna get his ass. Still don't know what element he is, so we're just gonna say water and fuck it.
That'll do.
Dude, look at me, I'm a common rider. Henshin! Why or what he did, he was born with a stupid ass name. At work, for some reason, they have a couple of signs posted in like the employee like break rooms when I go to the agency that I hunt for. I've been in the office a lot these days because I'm kind of like between quests right now. When you don't have an active quest that you're like out hunting for, sometimes we just kind of hang out at the main agency building, which is what I've been doing these days. So I've just kind of been meandering around like the employee break room and all that, right? They have some signs posted around that have like some random facts on them. One of the facts that I read today was, there's this bitch. No. Get his ass. I'm not hitting that thing. You get it. You mount him. One of the random facts that I got to witness today was, did you know that there's like 86 people in the United States of America right now named LOL? As in like the abbreviation. Laughing out loud. Apparently there's like 86 people in America right now named LOL. Why? Their parents hate them! More than my dad! Yeah, rar! Thank you for the yeah, rar. What do parents know that typically, not in all cases, but generally speaking, most kids are stuck with their legal name for a while, at least until they turn 18 and are able to legally change it. You don't realize that's a whole ass person you're naming, right? They will hate their parents when they grow up. Okay, if you are about to be responsible for a human being for at least 20 years, and your response is, I'm gonna name them LOL, you're already not fit to be a parent. Now, I don't know what the context of these kids being named LOL is, by the way. For all I know, that could be like taken from, like, I don't know, some language. It might have a significant meaning in, like, a language that is just not known to me. But at the very least, the fun fact that was posted in the break room today, thought it was amusing to tell me that there are 86 people named Lol. In America, specifically. Maybe if it was in another country, I wouldn't be that surprised. Because then maybe it'd be a little bit more common for someone to have, like, a name from, like... It probably means something in a different culture, you know? But it was, like, bolded. The way it was written down in the break room. It was like, there are people named LOL, and it was, like, in bold capital. So I don't know if, like, the spelling is even, like, bolded. You saw a clip of people post, they think it's funny to name kids like that? Ugh. That one girl named ABCDE pronounced Absidy. Oh. But I also don't like names that are, like, aggressively, like NPC names is the best way I could describe it. Names like Bob, you know? Names like Sam. Names like Jim. Like, it is so uninspired that typically the only people I meet who are named like that are, like, middle-aged people. People who are living in a different time. I'm trying to think, like, what are the most common names that I encounter people actually having? I've met a lot of Kevins. I think Kevin's an okay name.
Time to head home.
I was literally thinking Bob. Yes, that is the NPC name. The only, like, Robs and Bobs I've met are, like, 50 and older. John is cool. I mean... okay, John is usually an abbreviation for, like, cooler sounding names, like Jonathan. Or Johnson. Oh, no, not a rampage! Stop! Nuke it! Please don't be a rampage. Please tell me I was just skipping the dialogue and now it's just... Ah, it's a rampage! Now! Okay. We nuke these. We speed run! Okay. I want the usual and moneymaker. Bob is Robert, Joe is Joseph. I don't think Robert's a cool name. Joseph is fine.
Enough of that.
I'm trying to think, what other, like... I meet a lot of girls named Allison. I've met a lot of, like, Alexis and, like, Alyssa and Allison are very common girls that I've met.
For our village. Let's go. Get ready.
The weirdest... What is the weirdest named person you've ever met? I met someone named Secret. I don't know why her parents decided to name her Secret. But her name was Secret. Wait! Okay, there. That's how I do this. That's how I do my stupid glowfly. I don't know, I'm gonna use this one. Okay, no need to keep. How often do you think she gets that joke? How often do you think she is trying to earnestly introduce herself? And she's like, I'm secret. And then people are like, oh, no, tell me what your name is. Why are you keeping it from me? Ha 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 ha. Get it? Because your name is secret. I bet you never heard that one before. 20-year-old secret.
I'm counting on you.
You don't know anyone with weird names? I'm sure everyone meets at least one person. Anyway, I'm just gonna sit here. A guy named Leon Scott. One time I was on social media. I had the great displeasure of seeing a post from like a Fujoshi. People who really like yaoi shipping. And she was, describing a scenario. Being like, man, how many kids in like 5 years from now are gonna be named like Leon, or they're gonna be named Levi or Aaron from Attack on Titan, because that was the hot anime at the time. Someone just said like out of nowhere, it was like, man, how many kids do you think are being named like Levi and like Aaron right now? And like some like Fujo like responded to like, they left like a comment on like the tweet of like a scenario of them like having a son named like Aaron or something. And Aaron comes home from school and he's like, Mom, there's a kid at school named Levi. And their mom like encouraging them to like, please be friends with Levi. Please speak with Levi. Please get along with Levi. Can you imagine? You know someone named Genesis? Like the Bible?
Now it's personal.
Like the bad. Genesis is literally just a word that means beginning, though. It could mean anything. They don't have any reason for being named Genesis.
Really eager to get in.
Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core. Can you imagine living in a house with a bunch of people who are named after Final Fantasy characters? They should call it the Final Fantasy house, where everyone identifies as a character from a Final Fantasy VII. Someone named their kid Maki Zenin during the peak of Jujutsu Kaisen, right? I've never heard of this character. I've seen someone on Twitter tweeting at the voice actress of Alize for Final Fantasy XIV that they named their daughter Alize. I think Alize is a nice name. Final Fantasy XIV aside, the critically acclaimed MMORPG. Oh, if I had twins, oh, the urge to resist naming them Alize and Alphino. I will resist the urge. Mostly because I think that if I ever had twins, I would have to like make it my mission to make sure that they don't have names that are like quote unquote matching. I don't know, I don't like... It could be cute, but it's like, I still have to acknowledge that they're like individuals. I don't know how twins feel about having names that's like, you know, they rhyme with each other. They're like, they go together. Like Casey and Stacy, the twins. Because of course they're named Casey and Stacy. Hello, Kixie, how you doing? We are talking about naming children for no reason. Talking the bus once, their name was Florida. Oh no, was it a man or a woman? You met him! You met the main character, Florida Man!
Such aggression.
A woman, Florida woman!
Stay on your toes.
Another task just came in.
Those names do just sound French. They are. I worry that it would be too cringe for the kids to like, learn, I guess, that, they were named after twins in a video game. I think I've said this before, but, I knew someone who had a daughter. Around, they had two daughters. One was like a nerd gamer, and then, when they were gonna have her little sister, they wanted the older sister to be involved in some way. So they gave the older sister free reign to like name the incoming baby. So the younger sister is named Zelda Saria. Because the older sister really likes The Legend of Zelda. Specifically Ocarina of Time. I mean, as a Zelda fan, I think that name is sick. I just don't know what it would be like if that kid grows up and they're a normie. Like, you know, she goes out clubbing and shit. And she goes home with the boy has to, like, live with the reality that he brought home a normie girl named Zelda Saria.
Keep it up.
I mean, Zelda is a name that exists outside The Legend of Zelda. It's just that The Legend of Zelda popularized it. I'm pretty sure that... I forgot who it was that named Zelda. Like Princess Zelda. Was it? It wasn't Miyamoto, was it? I just know that whoever it was like, he named Zelda after the wife of, like, I don't know, some political leader, was some prime minister or something. Someone who was like a government official had like a wife named Zelda. So he named Zelda, the princess of Hyrule, after this real person. Unless he's a normal... Yeah, he wouldn't understand the reference. He just thinks that he's dating a girl who's got a name that sounds exotic. Bro is Link and he doesn't even know. He doesn't know he's the hero of time. Bro went out clubbing. He just wanted to get a couple of shots. Now they're telling him that he's got to go find the Master Sword. Something about destiny. The fuck is the Triforce? Explains the weird birthmark on the back of his hand that glows sometimes. It's a nickname from Griselda. Oh. Griselda's one of those like old ass granny names that I think is kind of banger. Griselda and the name Miriam, I don't know why. That's like such a granny name, but I like the way it sounds, Miriam. Then your nickname could be Miri. I don't know, I like that granny name. But then there's other granny names that aren't as kawaii, like Gertrude. And then your only nickname option is Gertie. Really? That's a crusty ass name if I ever heard one. Gertrude and Grover. You don't have that name unless you're like knocking on death's door. Not the Gertrude. Betsy is great. I do like Betsy. Being a fan of Gavin's Battle has given me a big appreciation for the name Betsy. Get fucked. Wait, no. Ah! That name brings back memories. Oh no. Am I reminding you of someone? You gotta let her go. You gotta let her go, man. There's other fish in the sea. There are fish in the sea that are not 8 years old. Hello, Mikoku. Hope you're having a good day.
We're not done yet.
I said 80 years old, not 8. If there was an 8-year-old, they would probably have like a crazy name. Like hashtag. I wonder how many people are giving their kids crazy names just to like make a TikTok about it and have it go super viral. Because why? That would be just rage baiting. Naming your kid hashtag. One of those any publicity is good publicity kind of stunts, you know? It's from a series you're like, Yaruhodo. Do I have anything that will restore my stamina ration? There we go. Attention seeker parents. I don't like people who use their family, and especially children, for like benefiting themselves. I'm talking pageant moms, even though I was in a child pageant, but that's because I personally asked my mom if I could be in a child pageant. That's a real story, by the way. I wanted to be in a pageant. And my mom was like, really, Skylar? And I was like, I want to be in a pageant. I want to wear a dress. And she was like, okay. So she entered me in the child pageant, and I didn't win, but I had fun because I got to wear a pretty dress. No, I didn't win.
Now's my chance.
That was before I knew that, that's before I knew about, what it's like living in a town as small as the one I grew up in, where basically if you wanted to ever be successful, you had to have the right connections. And there was like this girl who was competing in the same category as me, the same age group. And, you know, her family were like in charge of the entire city. One of the families that was in charge of the whole city. And like, apparently, I didn't know this at the time, but she won every pageant that she was in that city. Like, she was just like the default, like, okay, everyone go home, she's competing, we already know she's gonna win. So it's like, yeah, she won. I didn't know that. I thought I was like, oh, okay, I didn't win, but then like years passed, and then I started to see that she won basically everything that she was in, especially pageants. And I was like, oh, I see. I get how it works now. I thought I was competing in a pageant. Apparently I was just there for show. It is an open lobby. It says in the title, open lobby. At least I'm pretty sure I wrote that in the title. Usually I have all the information on the screen. PC version, command for the join code. almost everything is like that down. Well, it's especially true in small towns, from what I experienced. Because, you know, the less people that exist, that populate a small area, the more likely the power is going to be distributed among, like, a small circle of people.
The apex is here!
What's the apex? Oh, it's this guy! It's the stinky grizzly! Is it okay for me to attack this thing, or?
Don't let them through!
Time to attack!
No! Get the boy!
Move!
Okay, we go. We ride! You know, that was almost cool until I got, like, just yeeted out of the sky. Yeeted and deleted. Oh! That's a big boy! Get him! Get that boy!
Listen up, brave defender!
You like how detailed I am about what? What was I being detailed about? I try to remember what the last story I shared was. Bostwick or Hortons? What is this? What is this a reference to? Emma! Oh no, I'm frozen! Yeah! Oh! Ah! He's targeting me! He's bullying me! I feel like he's targeting me! I don't know, I feel like he hates women! I don't know, there's something about him! I think he's targeting me because he doesn't like women. I say, we kill him.
Be careful of the apex!
Oh, in the tile description? I always try to think of, like... I have, like, naming conventions for, Twitch and YouTube. For YouTube, unfortunately, you have to pick a title that's kind of clickbaity. Because for YouTube, you have to come up with something that will make people interested in clicking. For Twitch, you have to have a title that will interest someone within a certain amount of characters. Because on Twitch, you get like what? Like 50, they only see the first 50 characters in your title. So for Twitch, I try to like advertise it by being like, hey, this is what we're doing. We're doing like multiplayer. We're doing open lobby. We're doing a blind playthrough. Something that will make them be like, oh, okay, that's what they're going for in that stream. When you're in a sea of people who are doing different things in their streams. Some people are having community night. Some people are having like, you know, no mic, quiet stream. Some people are having their first stream ever, so it's their debut. But they're deciding to play a video game for their debut. So for my Twitch streams, if I'm doing, usually I start off by like describing in general what the activities are or what the appeal is, what we're doing, what kind of stream it is. And then I follow it up with like some kind of like joke.
Got its eyes on you!
Sometimes. Or like some kind of title that kind of has like personality.
Good job.
Just some small content creator min-maxing for you guys. Most of what I do, even if it sounds like I'm being like a sociopath and I'm just kind of screaming about bloody murder into the void, there's a method to the madness. Oh, carve it! We did it! That's what you get for hating women. I don't think he hated women. I just wanted a reason to be mad at him. I don't know. I don't like titles that have no sauce. I don't like sauceless stream titles. I don't like the kind of thing where it's like, just chillin', happy face. What does this mean?
Managed to pull through somehow.
Everyone is just chillin', happy face. A lot of people have that in their stream titles.
The Rampage. How long do you think it's going to last?
Or continuing our playthrough. What does this tell me about your personality?
Oh, so it's hard to tell, really. We've been trying to figure it out for 100 years. Huh?
What's that?
Right. This thing.
I've never seen that one before.
This thing looks like it comes from Shadow of the Colossus.
Hinoa, what's wrong?
You know what's the hub one, right?
Where is my queen? Where is my queen?
Imagine she wasn't getting like possessed by a freaky deaky monster and she was just like that, like that's just her personality.
That monster's...
Me. That's what it'd be like if I was in the group with them. I would just say some freaky deaky shit just to scare people. Oh, Minoto's the... Wait, which one's the one that's the single player missions and which one's the one that's the multiplayer missions? I thought Minoto was the multiplayer ones. The lobby ID can be acquired from the command. I think, did someone pin it? Usually someone does the command like right at the start of the stream. I'm not sure if it's, no, I don't think it's pinned right now. But it is in the title, the command. Okay, plot happened. Cat. Meh. Hey.
Oh.
As long as I don't have to fight Rajang.
Which quest would you like?
I'm ending the stream the moment I have to fight Rajang. Okay, we don't have to. We're good. We can continue. Aren't these just... Are these just stronger versions of things that we've already fought?
Please lend us...
Why would I ever do Rampages for funsies? They don't even contribute to my story progression, I would think. Aside from the couple of ones that are required. Do I have a favorite monster in this game? Palumu's not in this one. Palumu's my favorite monster. is, what is the one that has the sword for a tail? Is that Glavenus? That's my second favorite monster. And my third favorite might be that rose spider from Wilds, but from this one, I haven't seen all of them yet, I don't think. It's not Kezu, like, at all. Capybara pick. I didn't know that was a command. Well, thank you for the capybara. He isn't in Rise Break either. No. Man, none of the good ones are here. Let me look back. I don't like any of these fuckers. I don't want to say Mitsutsune because I feel like that's what all the girly pops say, and I'm not like any girls. I'm joking. I don't know. There's just it's a cool concept, but it didn't really strike out to me. It just kind of blew bubbles. Zenogre's back, and I always like kicking his ass.
Master Hojo drew all the monster pictures.
Surprised I didn't kill him this time though. I kind of miss Zenogre.
It's very hard.
I might go back to bop him just because. It's definitely none of these. I don't like any of these. I don't like the rabbit. I mean, this guy's kind of cool. The big turtle. So like, Rathalos, get her! Hey, I am a Pikachu hater. It's not out of the question that I wouldn't like the one that's the most popular. However, I don't have anything against Rathalos. I am just mildly annoyed by the poison of Rathian. I don't like that part of Rathian.
Never do today what you can do tomorrow, is what Hinoa always says.
He's a Kappa sumo wrestler. How about... Man, I don't want to fight any of them. Well, you know what? Sure, this one. Because this is the most basic, plain, ice soup monster I can think of. No, points. Okay. Wait, no, not that. Dongo Insurance. What the heck is this? When you use the show-off gesture? Wait, what? Speeds of weapon sharpening. I don't think I've been sharpening because of how quickly we're taking these guys out. Reduces stamina depletion. You know what? Sure. I will also register that to a set because I could use that.
Enough of that. Just a few more seconds.
My back. I stretch. If there's one thing I like about Rise, it's like this funky art style. I like this painterly, old Japanese style. Ma. Slide. It's been so cold these days. I'm not used to the cold. I come from a very hot planet, and now I don't live there. Now I live somewhere else, and it's cold. I don't know how to cope with it. Hunt, kill, murder. Okay, that's how I go into storm mode. So what's the difference between this guy and like his baby version? I don't know. He seems kind of easy. Get him. See you in hell, you little shit. Wait, I have like, how do I change this to a power file on my weapon? Oh, eep. He's eeping. He do be an eepy boy. You hate the cold? Okay. I actually really like the cold. I hate the hot because I'm used to the hot and I can't stand it. Just because I'm used to the hot doesn't mean I like it. I'm not acclimated to the cold. However, being extremely cold is a little more exciting than being extremely hot. I don't know, it feels more exciting. I feel like now I'm finally able to get combos, Jesus.
Didn't even break a sweat.
I do like bundling up because then I get to wear a cute little jacket. I get to feel all kawaii. Why freeze my balls off? I don't know, I like wearing cute little jackets. I had this pea coat that I used to wear a lot. I don't think I have it anymore. I might have like put it inside of a drawer and I like forgot which one I put it inside of. I liked wearing it because it made me feel fancy. I felt fancy in my little pea coat, gave my Starbucks, and knowing that I was basically using like half of my paycheck just to drink that Starbucks.
I've been waiting for you.
Okay.
These are the available quests.
So only these red ones will give me progression. You know, I feel a little silly. Let's kill two of the same thing. It's like killing one, but instead you're killing two, so that makes the mission extra spicy. They really phoned it in with that quest, by the way. What do we have them do now? Just make them fight two of something. They're phoning it in like the Evergirl devs. There was a point where we were playing Evergirl where it really felt like they just gave up on like coming up with content. Hello, Nerdon. How you doing? You having a good... Wait, what's today? Wednesday? Is today Wednesday? Is it Wednesday, my dudes?
Back to work. Ready when you are.
I hate being sweaty. I hate being alive. And sweaty. Being alive and sweaty at the same time is kinda not the best.
Let's go.
Why is that it's Wednesday, my dudes? Like, why is that meme like a frog? Is there a reason why the flat fuck frog is the mascot for Wednesday? I had a time in my youth where I was like obsessed with trying to find the origins of like memes. So basically, I spent every day on Know Your Meme.
Wow. Go.
I'm pretty sure. Sometimes I've found like some inaccuracies on Know Your Meme, but what do I know? The little creature, the yippee creature. The one that's just like a little thing on all fours. It's got like a big head and like the doofy eyes. And it's just going yippee. I'm pretty sure Know Your Meme has correctly cited Hypnosis Mike as the origin of that meme. People need to know that Hypnosis Mike is... Okay, how do I get down to the cave that they're all in? Where's the cave entrance? I love how there's no 3D map. Which means the little guy, he's on all fours. I think some people even call it like the autism creature, but I'm not sure. I don't think that's like a very common way to refer to him. But people usually like put it, like he's just like a little PNG of like a little dude on all fours. It's just like a stupid doodle. And people put the yippee sound effect on him. And they throw like confetti on him sometimes. I'm pretty sure if you just put yippee and then meme, the word yippee and meme, you'll find him. But it's like a black and white doodle of like a little dude on all fours. And he's got big black eyes. And he's got like a straight mouth. He's not really smiling, it's just like a straight line mouth. And people just associate him with the yippee sound effect. Originally, it wasn't just a generic little dude on all fours. Originally, it was a drawing of Hifumi from Hypnosis Mike that someone drew. Is this one dead? Oh no, he's Eepin. Eepy boy.
Now it's personal.
Well, yes, the audio of Yippee! That is like the kid with the Coca-Cola. That is the origin of like the Yippee sound effect. But like the little creature that like is associated with that sound effect. It's like the little drawing itself. The drawing is from Hypnosis, well, not from official Hypnosis Mike. It was from the Hypnosis Mike fandom. Someone in the English-speaking Hypnosis Mike fandom, of which there is a grand population of exactly 8 of us, one of the 8 of us drew the original Yippee face. Yeah, the little creature guy, not the sound effect.
You're in danger.
Eh. No, I don't want to write it. I don't want to. Okay, great. Someone else got it. Someone else got it. Yeah, eventually, it's one of those things where people, like, redrew it so many times, and now it doesn't even really look like Hifumi anymore. Also, thank you so much for the follow. Minecraft, thank you. Man, I miss playing Minecraft. I don't have, well, okay, that's a lie. I do have a multiplayer server to play on, but I'm on that server under a different profile. I think it'd be weird if I suddenly logged in and then people are like, who's Skylar Reach? I'm sorry, I'm logging in with my government name right now. I'm the same person. You guys remember Drunk Dipshit 69? Well, that's me. Now I'm on my government name account.
I can taste victory.
Doxing myself as Skylar Reach, you guys.
Now's our chance. Pathetic.
Oh, okay. That one's dead. I think he went this way.
Yeah.
Do I really want to pull up Monster Hunter Rise? I have so little energy right now. Monster Hunter Rise is not worth it. I'm joking. I love Monster Hunter Rise. I might. Oh, God. Okay. Oh, did we get a disconnect? Not the full government name. It's true, my name's Skylar Reach. I'll never understand why us VTubers decide that we're all gonna just name our channels our first name and our last name. Like, damn, Kitsune Sakura channel, you're really gonna dox yourself like that?
What would you like to do? Here's the quest list.
Hey, I will play maybe like 2 more missions, perhaps. There's no more rampages, right? I'm pretty sure the number of rampages that are actually required, there's only 3, right? We just beat the big bear. So that means no more, right? That means we're in the clear now, right? Surely not. Okay, the way you say that, I'm gonna get jump scared by another rampage.
So what I usually do is I go out of my way to make the most.
Change your hunter tile to riled up by leggings. And did people ever respond with in kind by suddenly swapping to leggings? You have to go to bed. You have to be up in 6 hours. Yee! Godspeed. I hope you get as much rest as possible. But thank you for stopping by. I hope you have fun. And hope you wake up in time. I hope you get enough rest. I hope that tomorrow's not rough for you. They became remarkably less common as far as I remember. I think someone told me that in Sunbreak, there are virtually no rampages. Wonder what that says about the reception. Am I the only person who hates rampages, or was that a universal? I was not really playing this when it first came out. I wasn't really in the community very much. I knew it existed. I think I had it. I just lightly played it. But what was the community at large saying about this game when it came out? Because I cannot stand the rampages, personally. I like everything else. Everything else is great. I love how speedy the multiplayer is. But the rampages, man! Sunbreak has no rampages. Thank the gods! 0 rampage missions. Let's go! Most people don't use the button to chase the overlay to see hunter tiles. I'ma be real. I did that on accident. I did have a problem with the rampage missions. Then again, my tastes don't really align with the great Monster Hunter community. No. I think I can see people not really vibing with rampages. Because, you know, everyone's favorite part of Monster Hunter is when it's randomly a tower defense game.
May the spirits protect you.
I don't think it's a bad thing to have, like, different genres in your gameplay. I mean, look at what, It Takes Two did. That game is just entirely a bunch of different game genres just thrown at you with no warning. I think if it's fun, then yes. Genre changes can be a good thing. I don't have a whole lot of fun with tower defense, though, personally. I've never liked tower defense games. One of the Rampage weapons is just a nuke. I mean, that might be fun to have, but I don't see a reason for me to keep spending more time than I have to doing a rampage. I just want to do what's required. I don't care what you can unlock. From what I understand, there is like one set of gear that might be interesting for me to unlock, but I'm not that. I don't think anything is worth having to do rampages for.
Prepare to be hunted.
I don't care how kawaii Desune it makes me. Rampage ain't gonna be worth it. Oh, roll! How much is the file on this thing? You just have to hunt normally. You can get weapon augments somewhat more easily. Okay, good. So confirmed. There is no reason, never a reason, to do a rampage. That must really suck for the people that I know. Probably put a lot of time into making rampages like a thing, a game function. They had this really cool idea that sounded neat on paper. They're like, okay guys, new Monster Hunter game. Alright, Monster Hunter B team, I know that everyone hates the games that you make, but listen, this is the one where we're gonna go ham. New game mode, and it's like tower defense. You have to defend it. You have to fight so many monsters. There are gonna be so many monsters on your front door. I ain't mounting that thing, you get it. Yeah, like unfortunately, you know someone at Capcom staff or whoever on the team for Monster Hunter Team B. Someone put a lot of time into it. And ultimately, I'm pretty sure this is the only time we're going to see that game feature. There's got to be some Monster Hunter player where Rampage is like their bread and butter. They are the Rampage guru. They booted up Rise, they queued up for their first Rampage, and their life was forever changed. The trajectory of their life just did a complete 180. They've never been the same. It tapped right into their neurons of their brain. Their brain activated. And they're the only person in the world who gives a shit about Rampages. You just know that they're like the wiki moderator. You make an edit to those wiki pages about Rampages, you bet your ass that Ratalos 1988 is gonna fact check you. He already has Monster Hunter Rise booted up in the background. I thought it was the B team that people hated. Unless it's the opposite way around and people hate the A team. In my head, it was like the B team that people didn't like because B just kind of feels like the secondary team that makes the secondary games compared to the core team, which I would assume would be Team A. So is Team B the one that made World? Because what people told me is that whoever made Rise, people are like, yeah, it makes sense that Rise is like the less popular one because it's made by the team that no one likes. This is what the community has told me. Whichever Monster Hunter team made this game, people are like, no one likes the games they make. I don't speak for the community because for me personally, I've liked every Monster Hunter game that I've played. Except for the mobile one, but that's because I haven't booted it because I'm terrified of microtransactions. I know that the moment that there's a microtransaction that lets me have a cute, like, layered armor set, I'm gonna be down $25. No! Okay, so that's what people have told me, that, well
done. Well done.
No! I forgot to regain my footing, I'm an idiot! Yeah, people were explaining the Monster Hunter teams to me. I didn't know what it was. I'm like, oh, there's a difference between the teams. And they're like, yeah, people don't like the Team B games. That's exactly how it was explained to me. So if I have touched some nerves, that's just how people explain it to me. And that was the first time I ever heard of the concept of like Team A and Team B. The way someone told it to me was that generally Team B games are weaker than Team A games. I also don't understand video game fandoms. Look at the Pokemon fandom. They're the worst. I don't really hear people complain about most Monster Hunter games. Maybe it's because I'm on Twitter a lot, and Twitter is like the bane of society. Twitter is becoming worse than the Chads. It's just more insufferable, I feel. But because on Twitter I feel like they have less brain cells. But people like Wilds isn't even out yet. And I've already seen people complaining. They're like, worst game, unplayable. Like, damn, bro. Sounds like you should invest $1,000 more into your computer setup, because for me, I thought that game was pretty fine. That person was mad capping. I wonder who it was then, because that was back when I was streaming a lot of World on my, in the other universe. I distinctly remember this conversation happening in another universe. Well, I was playing in the, what was that, like, not fungus, but like the coral area in Wilds, or World, in World. I was playing World, I was in the coral area, and we had this conversation. 18 develops for home consoles, B18 develops for handheld consoles. Oh, so that's why Rise is on the Switch. Everyone hates Mega Man X6. I have to ask what the hell they're on. The only complaints I've heard about X6 apply tenfold to Mega Man Zero series, and everyone loves those. I don't know much about Mega Man, but I know people who love the Zero series. I want to beat up the Chonker. I think he's my favorite out of that entire lineup. Fortune caller. Sure. Modern gamers haven't actually played any bad games, so I think that's a minor inconvenience melts their brains. Oh my god, exactly. Anytime people are like, this anime is garbage, and it's like, their reasoning for it being garbage is that it's mainstream. Or like, this movie is garbage, and the reasoning for it being garbage is that it's mainstream and it won like an Academy Award or something. This video game is garbage, and they have never once played the daring game for girls. You guys have never exposed yourself to real trash, and it shows. You have never watched Food Fight. And Food Fight isn't even the worst thing that I've ever seen. I'm trying to think, what is genuinely the worst movie that I've ever seen? Or the worst anything, worst video game? But it's like, honestly, I don't understand people who don't like Rise, because I'm looking at this, I'm like, this is a high quality game. It's functional. Just because, okay, first of all, people are gonna be like, it's functional, it's not running at 120 frames per second. Unplayable. And it's like, okay, Hector, calm down. I know you love your realistic graphics and your Calls of Duties. But no matter how you look at it, this is a high quality game. You can see games that you can get on like the App Store. Go look at some random ass game on some online like game like eShop. Like go find something random on Steam that has like mixed review ratings or like lower grade. Look at something on Steam that's like newly released. And you'll find some stuff it's a little quirky, you know? It's because, you know, it doesn't have the same budget as a AAA studio. Sometimes it's made by like one person who like just recently learned how to do coding. And you know what? It's okay. It's okay that they make some mistakes. It's okay that things are broken because they're learning. But you think Monster Hunter Rise is trash? All of this is like original stuff modeled and like created and drawn for this game. It's all original assets. They're not using like Unity store assets, you know? This looks great. The monsters have their own little movements. You don't have to deal with like Power World and how busted it is, how nothing fucking works in Power World. Is this game perfect? No. But is it trash? No. This game is finished. And honestly, nowadays you can't say that for a whole lot of games that get released. Sometimes releasing a game that's finished is like optional nowadays. You don't have to play like, you don't have to pay monthly to like play this online unless you're playing on the Switch. Which unfortunately you do, but if you're playing on PC, which I am, you just have to have a Steam account. And you gotta be paying your internet bill, which I mean, I guess that is a monthly fee in some ways, but it's not like you don't have to be on PlayStation Network, you know? You just hop online and it works. If you get lag, it's because you're connected to someone from like far away who's lagging. Or someone who's using like a toaster as their modem. I'm pretty sure Eclipse lives on a completely different planet from the one I'm living on, but look at, there's like no scuff here. It's functional. Y'all haven't played real garbage and it shows. No, not the ad break. I love indie games. I played the last Federation, couldn't get this one achievement that requires the race of slug people threaten to blow up the gas giant that they live on because a bug had them register blown up planets they own still functional. I bought it the other day, he fixed it that day. What? Yeah, you can play with people from freaking Japan and it doesn't lag. Well, I mean, if there is lag, it's not to the point where it's like freaking... I didn't play Super Smash Brothers online, like Brawl. Back in the Brawl days, I did not play it online, but I saw the clips. I saw the clips of people fighting for their lives on the Nintendo Wii Wi-Fi. I've seen what that lag looked like. This is fine. This game is fine. It works. It's functional. You don't even have to play online if you don't want to. There's the single player option. You don't have to pay $10 to unlock the ability to fight Rathalos and Rathian. Everything's in here. You're playing with two people on the same console and playing with others on the internet. If one person was using a Wavebird controller, it would freeze the game every time they press a button. Jesus.
Back to the village.
I'm sorry, this outfit I'm wearing is just straight up a Kamen Rider. I say that every 2 minutes because I'm fascinated by this outfit. It sounds like you're lowering the stats for gaming as a whole. What I'm saying is, this game isn't trash as people say it is. Now, can this game be not for you? Yes.
Hey.
But you can't look at like this model of this tree and like the way the textures of the rocks are and the textures of like this bridge looking thing here and be like, yeah, this is the worst game that I've ever played. This is garbage. I wasted all of my money on this. I tell my friends to never buy this game when they say they want to get into Monster Hunter because this is the worst insult to humanity that there ever was. It's like, at that point, you're just kind of like, you're being a little too angry, bro. Who knows? Maybe your friends will like this more than you do. My favorite anime is Sergeant Frog, and I wouldn't... it's not out of the question that maybe someone else might not like Sergeant Frog. But if that person was like, and Sergeant Frog is like the worst anime ever created, it's garbage and I want to gouge my eyes out, and I tell everyone to avoid it like the plague. Which how some gamers are for certain games that they just don't like as much as other titles in the franchise, you know? They get a little too angry about it. Where it just kind of feels like they have a grudge on the game. Simply because they liked a different title better. You can like a different title better. This can't be your least favorite one. But it's not something that I think you should be telling people that's like, oh no, you need to like avoid this the same way that you would avoid spending money on, I don't know, Yandere Dev. Hello Veta, how you doing? I'm talking about how this game, I like it. I like this game. I don't understand how sometimes it feels like people treat this like it's the devil. Dark Souls 2 haters when Dark Souls sequel is identical to the other games in the series. I would never recommend Rise as your first Monster Hunter. It's weird because I have seen polarizing opinions on exactly that. Because I've seen both sides of the spectrum. Like, some people are being like, this game is not beginner friendly. Do not start with Rise. And that's probably valid. At the same time, I've seen people being like, if you're going to start with the Monster Hunter series, I recommend you start with Rise because it's more beginner friendly. And everyone has their little arguments to like support what they're trying to say. There's like, well, there's this part, and there's this part, and I like this part. Everyone has their reasoning. So I can't tell whether this is or isn't beginner friendly because I've seen arguments for both. That this is the most anti-beginner versus this is the most beginner friendly to start with. It's strange. Has a ton of quality of life stuff in comparison to World, and its combat with the wire bugs opens up so many options to mess around with your playstyle. Honestly, I feel like I'm trying to, man, I can't really gauge it because I did most of my learning playing World. So I'm going into this kind of already knowing some of the mechanics and, like, you know, decorations and stuff. I feel like I got hit with information overload in World. And it took me over a year to actually start putting 2 and 2 together. I think you also get information overload when you start up Rise, but right now they haven't introduced like decorations, so as far as I can tell, that's why I really started to like start tuning out, where I'm like, okay, now everything feels like so min-maxy, and I just kind of want to get through this. I felt very overwhelmed in pretty much every Monster Hunter up until this point, because I had to slowly piece everything together. The only time Rajang is ever threatening this game is in Anomaly Investigations, which is like the turbo endgame grind of the DLC. I didn't like how in World it was just really annoying to like get the multiplayer thing activated. Because you had to be like solo for a bit. And what if you just want to like hang out with the boys in VC, you know? Just turn off your brain. But you gotta do like, you know, all these like little... I can understand the appeal of like, okay, you have to go out and actually hunt the monster. Like, okay, I get that. But the parts where you're just kind of like... The monster isn't even in the vicinity. You're just kind of like, you're gathering up the little blue lights and all of that. And then it's like, cutscene. Okay, now go follow this blue trail around the forest. And then you get lost. You lose the trail in the forest. You're just kind of stuck. This is me. I'm just explaining exactly what happened to me. And then I lost the trail at some point. I was stuck in the forest for like an hour. And then I finally find it. And then they're like, okay, now come back. And then there was another cutscene. I'm like, really? Just let me hunt the thing, like normally. Let me go follow the trail like usual with the monster in the vicinity so that I can go fight it, I can go kill it. I get it. There's story, there's lore. I kind of like how in this game, they do separate the single player for when you want to do single player, and then the multiplayer missions for when you want to do multiplayer. Have you learned all your current wire bug skills? I'm gonna avoid that question by any